Kemdi Chino Opara manage meje mono. Ije no be akwawo. Ani so na school la careta agaga. Dene to pro ko na kare na ba mu be ku sha de bi ya nya bi ado ni je. Anga fatu we no ko so la ne lo wa. Obo je ko na so no ko so la broda. Who they can feed manage let's Can you look at Madame I don't know what they want to do to Nabara, brother.
Let me tell you, we left the best for last. I have told 8 local governments, and I said, leave Ahiazu for my grand finale. And how will I get me? Yes. Actually, sometimes I like spontaneity. So we're coming here today was very spontaneous. Yes, sir. So I got on time. And I got on the phone with him and I said, each of us should be here. Yeah? Eventually, the IMC chairman, Larry, he said, no, I must come. See, I why he came in the evening. I get there. See, them came in. I'm happy with him. Thank you very much. And and sometimes it is not the volume, it is not the number, it is the quality of that crowd. Soon as we came, I am going for Imo East Senatorial seat. And I didn't just wake up and said, natural amazing. My preparation for this thing has been over 2 years in the making. Over 2 years in the making. And we use what they call the John the Baptist approach. That means when they were crisscrossing, announcing the birth of Christ. So I had a whole group. So I had good structure working. Whether they were working. They use their money. That's the gospel truth. So now I saw not only a loyal following, but people that were convinced that we must do good by our people. That was a test. So I told them, number one, if you're following me because of money, you're following the wrong person. But if you're following me to do good by the people, because every time you look left and right, you see poverty, you look left and right, you see problem, you lift up and right, you see hardship, you see, then I'm tired of seeing all that. Yeah, isolating some problem and solving this and solving that, is still not getting it. Because personally, I'm only one person. But I had an army that were canvassing and addressing some issues. And sometimes actually they go in and worry. At least they were able to comfort a whole lot of people in my absence. That gave rise to what we are doing here. So I have come convincingly to become your senator. Yes. And I always say something to everyone. Anybody put sugar, whatever, that person is a fool. Listen to this. Every time I've come out to run, I've always come out to tell you what I can do. Leaving it up to you to go back, look at your wife, look at your children, look at environment, and look at your situation and say, can Is this message a message of hope or not? Is this guy for real? It is an assessment and analysis that only you can make. Voting right is something that should be very sacred. Let me tell you, because many people have died because of it. You've heard the story of America and many people died. People that came out, that fought for voting rights, and never knew that in their lifetime that there will be a black president in America. The day Obama emerged, those people paved the way for the rise of Obama becoming. But they didn't become. So when you're fighting this fight, don't say it must happen. If it doesn't happen, if it doesn't happen to me, so be it. But if I have influenced a whole lot of good people, the youngsters to rise up and know that if I can do it, they themselves can do it. I think I've accomplished something. Because I was able to make them come out of their little shells. Because sometimes it's fear. Sometimes can I do this? Sometimes can I do that? It's not all about money. Money politics has failed us. And I'm not speaking what some of you are not even internalizing within you. Money politics. I came back, let me tell you. And one person that I know, if God has given it to you, it becomes a sin for you to take that money and teach people. He gave it to you for you to do something good. That's my belief and my conviction. Kemdi, are you well endowed? I hate to speak about it, but I say, yes, I am. Kemdi, have you finished training your children? Yes, I have. Are they all fully employed? Yes. Are they making more money than me? Yes. I have tested myself. I know I have children and I imbibe good citizenship behavior in them. And I see them now telling me things that even I don't even know about. Let me give an example of my youngest one day came out and said, Daddy, do you know that we are all children of God? So she said, yeah. I wanted to know where she was going with this. She said, do you know everybody kneel down to pray to God? I said, yes. She said, do you know God answered? He has answered your prayer. He has given you everything. But there has to be an effort that only you can activate that. Yeah, you know, there was this lady that was craving for cake. What to get that cake? What to get that? That everybody that came in through the door of the house of that lady brought something to make that cake. Brought the pan, brought the flour, brought everything. But that something was lacking. My youngest one, she was not able to recognize that the area that Chuku answered, that Chuku has given him everything she was asking. But she has to get up. First of all, recognize the environment. That's then 2, she has to get up and make the cake. 3, that she can now make the cake to her desired taste. She can make more sugar, less sugar, put icing, make it beautiful. It's on her now. So that is the difference between Peter and Paul. Now Paul Abara today and Peter Abara. That is the difference. Did God answer the 2 prayers to be wealthy? God did, but one did not recognize the environment. That goes to say, you must know that when God sends you a Daniel, you should be very astute to recognize that Daniel has come. Seize that opportunity. I am the first one in the nation. Okay, I'll tell you, you can Google me and see. So when I'm speaking, you can go on your phone. I'm not telling you what I'm not doing. Google me, I'm the only one in this National Assembly, in this nation today, that wrote this book. That is titled The National Assembly, which is where we're going. Federal Republic of Nigeria. What you should know and why you should know it. Do you know why I wrote that book? I wrote that book because when I was running for Federal House, 4 times, Federal House, I'm the only one. I have not gained 1 penny from the government because that was not my interest. Just like I'm running for this Senate. Even if I have a way not to answer this thing, it's okay for me. But what I'm interested is, in this place, There are so many things that could be activated that will help the masses. That is all I'm interested in, and that's why I'm running. So I want you to understand where I'm coming from. I came in here today hoping that I will be received, and I see the reception is, I love it. Not, the crowd is not people, but I love this, because this is, I want to talk to this group. When I was coming, that was my prayer, God understand. And I came in here and recognized that. So I'm going to scream my voice today. Let's say, let me break this down. You know, we want to end something. All your reps, representatives, but are now in the Senate race. Us, let's make this happen, and we'll be the first in the history of this Owerri zone, in the history of Imo State, and the history of Nigeria, to build a befitting constituency office that will house every local government office in it, because that's how we can get to these local government. We know how to with 9 flags of the local governments flying, everybody can pass through there and feel proud that this is my senatorial office. I will take that key. That is the way I want to hand this leadership to the Owerri zone leaders. I will take the key of the place and I will hand it over. It's not my own. So that anybody that comes behind me when I become, you will ceremonially lead that person into that office. And the person will know that Otinye Honwe are there. Owerri zone, Owerri this senatorial will, for the first time in history, have a functional office that will open 9 to 5 with 2 lawyers in there and all these offices, and also spoke to the clergy, the bishops, all these mega churches. I already had this meeting, hoping to be there. That there will be a charity office in that office, which I will put seed money to start, managed by all these bishops. Let me tell you, I'm tired of, I've been addressing this issue. When you want one C-section, I've been doctoring the woman, why? I've been writing checks. Story. And then when I near the country, I've been writing checks. I'm telling you, so many people now in the hospital have been writing checks. It doesn't matter. Why if you? One step away to becoming homeless, they're driving them, I've been writing checks. Because if the man was working all this while and all of a sudden economically he's downtrodden, maybe if you give him 6 months of stability, he might jump back. How do we stop this insecurity? Before we can start building jail houses, can we build hope and create an enabling environment? That's what we should do. When you create an enabling environment and create hope, then we cannot think of building jail houses. Then once that enabling environment and somebody, another in criminal act, then on that person, I will say put the person in jail. Before you do that, let's do something. Let's teach people how to fish. Not giving money, not giving that, not giving fish. If you teach somebody, do you know how many Imo buses have given out? Free. One man came, one young guy came to my house. As soon as I came back, the motorcycle have taken it from me. There was no one go. After he said that, I was getting ready to go out that day. They stopped me. So, but what got me was one statement. He told me, but after I was just listening, but I wasn't telling him I would do it. He said, Dave, Nshinu Loga, here with my last bus stop. I don't know telling what I'm going to do. Once he made that statement, I called him back. So what do you want to do? You know, you are passionate with you cannot succeed. So what are you doing? That's your motorcycle here now. Okay, I will stop you leasing. It will become your own. I let that as a motorcycle. But I want a new one for you. I called my so you are here. I called that person like that. I said, what? Come. I went upstairs. I stopped where I was going that day. I brought the money. I said, follow him. He said, there's somebody's room motorcycle over there 2 months that wants to sell it. To make a long story short, I bought that motorcycle for him. Right? And I stopped going that day. I called them and I rescheduled. You understand what? I was able to save. I don't know. I didn't go and ask him what he was having in mind. What he was having in mind is including committing suicide, including going for armed robbery, including for anything. I don't know what it was, but I stopped it. So that young man today, let me tell you, your ball and your hand, I the first person. You cannot do me anything. He stays at my gate and man my gate. I'm just trying to tell you. But he said, Dave, I will never leave you. So you see, one good deed deserves getting. So there are so many things we can do. Now, let's look at parents. Do you know that I've paid a whole lot of elementary school fees. Now, see, how can a teacher drive away a child who wants to study? You see the eagerness in this little child. The child wants to study. I have here someone who for 2 months to get to school. You see that little child, check me, don't slap, but I have to relate. Ask him, what's the matter? I asked him, so people actually not to put at school. So, okay, they go level at school. Bring that teacher here. You bring that teacher. Mark what you want to do. Those things are going to school. There are so many societal things that we must address. This is why I'm saying this thing. That leads me to say, when I become your senator, I am going to fight to make basic education free for all these little people. And people asking me this and that. Some of these things are not difficult to do. Let me tell you, the only person who might help are not here. He might have help, I can't handle it. And any problem in our may understand that problem. You cannot go for any solution. You cannot. If you don't understand it, you can't do it. Now I gave back. This place, upper chamber, red chamber, let me tell you, it's like the heart. It's like a human being's heart. When there is malfunctioning of this heart, your whole body will begin to go down. That is what is happening in this nation now. And to read, and also you must have good PR. You must have good PR. If you don't have it, you can't have a handshake across the night. That's the gospel truth. I'm telling you, I'm going to have my basic. Because one, they are my clients. Not that they're my clients, they are my friends. You know, so I've experienced so many cultures that I know my left from my right. I've experienced so many, so I cannot laugh at somebody, I cannot laugh at anybody. I take them for who they are, because I say again, you must understand. If you don't understand, you can't walk well. If you watch, there is a difference between the three. Chino Opara. There are so many little things that you do differently, even though all this. Am I making sense? Yes. It's a difference. There's a difference. Even giving respect, there's a difference. As we're in Nigeria, there's a difference. It's like the Indians respect. About the Indians respect na Layoba, na Lausa. You understand what I'm saying? So we shall do good. Come to attraction of projects. And one person who believes that one size does not fit all. The reason why I'm talking about this office with representation of each local government, let me tell you why some projects don't go through. If we have that representation, then I will have the go-between to the community, to the leaders of that community. And I'm going to that community. Mamuso, KD Menatre that is good, that is bringing commerce into that place. So we now maintain an engineering company that will do the assessment, feasibility study, and everything for us. Everything stamped and sealed. I made an order for that particular project for that area. I made 75% of it. That nation I need to have project. Chemistry back here should training. They got there dimensioning and all that. We have already done the work and paid for it. Where would your conscience money go? You will go to things like that. You understand what I'm saying? Once you package it, then the rest is left for me to fight for the lobbying, to funding this project, to following up all the way down to say, okay, go to it, to bring in the contractor and make sure. And then many projects even attracted. You know why they don't work? Because only all our area is always I. If a project is coming through me, MNA to come, it's no longer me. It's us now. Am I making sense?
Yes, sir.
It concerns the governor. It concerns the senator. It concerns the House of Rep member not there. It concerns the local government chairman and the councillors. When you put up a board, people that will get credit for making sure this project, you put everybody's name. It's no longer I. When you do that, what you have done, you have put everybody watching and looking and making sure everything is done. I just came to show myself, just like everybody has shown. I didn't say it must be me, but I say when I leave, at least you cannot x-ray all of us. So the decision lies in your hands. Thank you very much.
Dr. Kemdi Opara Consultation leaders no eba no shebe nile boas balance nile gela rogi hoba no chetumo unu lecha anya onye gbo onye ogbo onye ise ndị ga na WhatsApp ndele mega na last ndị ga result education application ko na result ime hele result ime nye ma result so what see your thing ige tan na ma doctor onye mwa don't pray young. They go wrong answer. But as my life can Ahiazu. Left hand and email, I rotate, man. How could you them go? Mama Haga. But I'm very happy. You get ready your task here. Ahiazu, but how we are? No, we are. So this one, the one I need to go. Ever woman, what's your for this? Because someone is home. I think you get on that. Company is there. $100, so he doesn't care. He come to serve us. Or then he you always say, you have a spirit. Every allocation, if you are doing a table, like what we see in local government, you are not going there to do anything. You are going there to develop the zone. It's your hospital. Senator Ogambo, they can see the national chairman now. 2-time governor, 2-time senator. has the award national chairman of the Children's Party. He's doing very well. So because you make a loon, telling you okay man, delegate in one of my Unu Jihi. El Togo lady no Kuja and Abuja, or John or Peter, Mother for Peter, Mother for John. Then we can hear Echibo directly. We have to go. Gabhan Yugo Barumani. Who name me? Chineke Gozunu. Yadrunuma. Umwa Hemu go John.
Ndi under 17, national under 17 no camp Ubua. Captain Hawo Imo State. Captain Hawo Mango Opara. Neji Hego JJ screening. On a Facebook boot. Nafi make a passport. Offers him back Abuja. And when the boy began to state na Oroya to come. Makura Jimmy Dr. Kemdi. See, okay, so na talent. That's always you. I brought the boy. I go to get to the bargaining. I saw 150,000. I say I go out 50. The next morning, he gave me 250,000. That boy was a camp national under 17, but one of them as captain of the team.
ABC, everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, hope is our among all our visitors, you can see the difference. And by the grace of God, we need the best to represent us at the Hall of Justice. So, my brother, on behalf of my people, we do well. Kemdi Chino Opara manage meje mono. Ije no be akwawo. Ani so na school la kareta na. Dene to pro ba na kare na ba mu be ku sha de bi ya nya bia do ni je. Aka fa tutu we no ko shi la ne lo wa. Obo je ko na so no ko shi la broda. Who they can feed, but let's Can you look at Madame? I don't know what